My name is Tim Robertson, and I am the head of sales for CropX in Australia and New Zealand. I'm going to kick off by telling you a little bit about CropX as a company. So, CropX was actually born out of a New Zealand company, which was founded in 2013, and that is where our first line of soil moisture sensors were manufactured and where they came from. In 2017, CropX then moved to Israel, which is a country with a fantastic track record of agricultural technology and precision irrigation. As we all know, innovation is really born out of necessity. And then over the last 5 or 6 years, CropX has developed through a combination of evolution and acquisition as well. So evolution comes in our current model of soil sensor, which has improved for ease of installation and maintenance, the accuracy of the environmental monitoring, and then the breadth of the data and the insights available, but also through acquisition as well. So CropX has joined with CropMetrics from Nebraska, Darcom from the Netherlands, Regen from New Zealand, and Thule from California. Each one of these acquisitions then adds a new set of features and capabilities to what the CropX offering is. So what is CropX? CropX is a comprehensive farm management platform. We have some hardware, including the soil sensor that you can see on the screen, but we also have a rain gauge and a gateway telemetry device, which allows the integration and the inclusion of third-party equipment. So for example, you may already have something like a Davis weather station or a Centec soil probe. So the gateway device allows us to bring that data onto the CropX dashboard. And then we reinforce the collected data with information from external sources, such as satellite imagery, weather predictions, and very detailed crop modeling. All of this is analyzed by our software platform into real actionable insights and recommendations, so that on the CropX dashboard, you can access your soil moisture content at different depths, temperature, and nutrients, which we track through EC or electroconductivity. And some of the more recent innovations allow us to show other details, such as field productivity maps. We can detect leaching events. We can predict and recommend treatments for specific diseases. We can include machine data such as yield capture and GPS tracking of your on-farm machines, and then map and provide information on the overland flow paths so you can see what the water will do in the event of rain or irrigation. Our solution, both hardware and software, is really designed to be a DIY solution, something that you can self-install and you can perform the maintenance, charge, replace the batteries all yourselves, and including navigating the software without the need for a professional to set it up for you and to be on site with you. However, having said that, we have a great customer support team and we are eager to help and assist should you wish to reach out. CropX is designed to use real-world data and provide meaningful insights and help with some very important questions for growers and agronomists. Questions like, when should I sow my crops? Do I need to irrigate? Is it safe for me to irrigate now with effluent? Can I report that my effluent irrigation practices were safe? How did my soil nutrients respond to last night's rain event? Do I need to spray my crops for disease? When should I take action? These sort of really practical, meaningful questions, and many more. CropX has modeled over 80 different crop types. And we've done many trials and case studies and pilots in countries from New Zealand to Africa, the Middle East, North and South America. And what we've found is that CropX insights can increase your yield by 10 or 20%. This is the easiest way to increase profits, is to make more product. More production is the easiest way to increase profits. So 10 to 20% yield increase is a significant value. And then the second best way to increase your profitability is to reduce the costs. And again, CropX insights have found that we can help to reduce water use by 20 to 50%. We can reduce fertilizers by 10 to 20%. And we can reduce your spray applications by 10 to 20%. So for this presentation and pilot, we have highlighted 2 ideal customers based on local experience in Australia and New Zealand. The first is a pastoral farmer, such as dairy or cattle grazing. With a local NZ pilot, we have actually been able to use the CropX insights and reduce supplemental feeding by up to 90%. I mean, that's huge. 90% reduction in supplemental feeding is a significant win there. And then the second target customer that we've highlighted is a potato grower, or really any vegetable crop, because we know how sensitive these can be to available moisture, to soil temperature, and things like that for consistent, strong, healthy growth with crops. On the table for today's offer, we are offering a pilot trial to everyone here for a 1-year lease. The deal is that we'll send you a sensor, we'll provide access to the CropX dashboard, and in return ask for nothing but feedback. So we want to know feedback about your installation experience. We want to know how you found it navigating the software, any insights that you gained, and of course, any just general notes about CropX and your experience. I would like to take a moment to share one example that came to me recently, which was a wheat farmer. In the South Island of New Zealand, we work with Raymain Hose and Fittings, and they had sold a CropX sensor to a wheat farmer. The agronomist from Raymain noticed on the dashboard that there was an insider recommendation to be aware of Septoria leaf spot on the wheat. Being proactive, called the farmer, the grower, and said, the CropX platform has suggested that there's a risk of Septoria leaf spot. What do you think of that suggestion? The farmer said, that's really amazing, because it was yesterday that I went out in the field with a magnifying glass, identified the Septoria, and I'm in the action of spraying for it as we speak. So that was a great way to demonstrate that the modeling works, the algorithm's accurate in detecting the environmental conditions and the soil conditions that lead to such a disease risk. And to detail the offer a little bit more specifically, we're offering both offer 1 and offer 2 for everyone present today. Offer 1 is a V4, which is our most recent iteration of the CropX sensor, and full access to the platform. Normally this costs $14.99 per annum, but we're reducing it with a 50% discount down to only $749.50 per annum. And then similarly with offer 2. So normally the rain gauge and the gateway telemetry is $13.99 per annum, but with the 50% discount, that comes down to $6.99 per annum. As you can see on the slide, the term suggests a 1-year pilot with the option to continue. We normally offer the lease deals on a 3-year structure, so we're prepared to hold these prices for the full 3 years if you choose to continue, at which point you will own the hardware, and we'll reduce the rate down to subscription only for $3.99 per annum. I'm sure that you can do the math fairly quickly, that if we can save you 90% on supplemental feeding or 10% on your fertilizer costs, this demonstrates a pretty rapid return on your investment. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you to the Agnition team for hosting, and thank you for everyone attending. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to working with you.